Good morning, good morning. I'm sorry about my voice. As you can hear, I'm still full of cold. But I've just had either a brainwave or a really stupid thought, and I'm so late to the party, and you've all been doing this for ages. But I wanted to jump on quick and find out. And if you haven't had the brainwave, then I wanted to share it with you because I don't know, I'm just, wow, really excited. So, here goes. It all came about late last night when I was watching the new Tim Holtz Christmas release. And whilst, copying other people is not really the done thing in the artist world, I don't think there's any such thing really as stealing an idea. Yes, you should never ever pass off somebody else's work as your own. But I don't know that you can copyright an idea because, how many different brands of things are out there which ultimately are the same? I don't know, there must be 20, 30 different brands of Hoover. In fact, we call it a Hoover, and a Hoover is actually a brand. It's a vacuum cleaner. So I'm refusing to allow myself to feel guilty about this. If anybody's offended by it, then obviously you don't have to do it. And you can consider me a bad person. I've got quite broad shoulders. But I had the idea, and realistically the whole idea came because of something that Tim Holtz said in the reveal video. So I'm going to start with what I think is the easier project, which is making your own paper dolls. There, I've said it. So I'm guessing many of us have packets of these, and I love them. I think they're awesome. But there are times when you've used all the big ones, you've only got the small ones left, or you particularly loved couples and there's no couples left, etc, etc. So whilst they're awesome, and I will continue to buy them, I've realised it's very easy to make your own. And the reason I've realised that is because one of the things that Tim Holtz said in his reveal video was, we've managed to find new photographs to update our family in the paper dolls. And I went, oh, of course, these come from photos. And I knew that I had these two books. They're both Reader's Digest, as you can see. And I knew that there were loads of old vintage type photographs in here. So, as you can see, I've already ripped out these pages from this one. Now, I got this in my local charity shop. I paid about £1 for it. And as you can see, it's a very thick book. There's lots of pages in there. So I'm going to get that one out of the way for a minute. I haven't as yet pulled any out of this one, but I know that this book is the same, and I've actually put a washi tape there. She says, can't open it now. Oh goodness me. I've put a washi tape on this page here. Now this is a bit about war. It's not meant to offend anybody, but you can see here that is going to be a perfect paper doll, as will he be. I hope you can see that. As will he be. So those pages will come out later on. But for now, I have got these 4 pages, okay. So this one here, you can see straight away, that is going to be an awesome set of ladies. That one I think for me is too big, so I wouldn't use that one, and the back side, no. On here, we've got these two with a sign here. Perfect. Here we've got 1, maybe not that one, but definitely that one. So we've got two there. It's odd because I grew up in a house like that. And here we've got this lady with a child. Looks like she's carrying the pram. So there's another one. And I think, let's pull one out. If you look at one of the larger paper dolls, that's roughly the same size. That one's obviously a bit smaller, but again, it's roughly the same size. Now obviously these are quite thick. They're cut from very thick material. If you wanted to create that type of thickness, it would be very easy to, in fact, let's do it. It would be very easy to rip out a smaller area. Make sure you don't cut their feet off because you want them. Rip out a much smaller area, glue it to 2 or 3 book pages. So I'm gonna just do the glue before you tear. So if we glue these 2 book pages together like that, okay, and then we glue our larger image, obviously we haven't fussy cut it yet, and we glue that to that page, we have now got a situation where when we cut these out, it's going to be 3 layers thick, and because it's going to be 3 layers thick, it's going to be probably almost as stiff as the actual paper dolls. So there you go. How about that? Is that a revelation, or am I really late to the party? Have you been doing this for ages already? Just gonna fussy cut this out so we can actually see in a little bit more detail how well this is or isn't going to work, because much as I've jumped on all excited to share it with you, I haven't actually tested it out. And I'm guessing that, you know, fussy cutting while videoing doesn't offer the most precise cut. So it's probably best to do this, you know, when you're concentrating a bit better than I probably am right now. Also, I'm conscious that the light from the window is actually shining on this, which is not, you know, brilliant fussy cutting. And as I'm sitting here cutting this out, I am remembering that I did actually fussy cut out a large picture of about, oh actually these are not joined, look. So these are actually 2 individual people. So there you go, you've got 2 for the price of 1 there. Sorry, I've just remembered that I did actually cut out a picture from this book of, I think it's about 6 men. And I just need to cut this little bit out here. There, look. Paper doll. Ta-da! I did actually cut out a large picture from this book that had about 6 men sitting, I believe it was outside a pub, as part of the journal cover that I did a little while ago. So without realising it, goodness me, I'm a bit simple sometimes. I've already done this anyway. I just hadn't really considered what I was doing. So there you go. So this came to me from watching the Christmas release. I'm glad that I realised it. I'm sorry if anyone feels like I've stolen somebody else's idea. But I think, having now realised that I'd already actually done it on a much larger scale, then technically I did have the idea for myself anyway. So yeah, I'm definitely refusing to feel guilty. The other thing is that part of that release was that there is a new sticker book for Christmas called Clippings. And whilst Mr. Holtz, or Timmy as Gail refers to him, was showing the sticker book, or the, yeah, it is a sticker book, isn't it? He was explaining that one of his ladies on the design team had spent ages, you know, going through lots of books to find all the appropriate words or sayings that had then been clipped out and turned into stickers. I mean, I'm sure it's not as simple as that. I'm sure there had to be, you know, lots of other stages. There you go, and there's her. So there are 2 paper dolls. Maybe not call them paper dolls, because I'm sure that in itself is a copyright, but you understand the principle. So I'm not going to bore you watching me cut out more. I'm going to move on to the other thing, which was, as I say, the sticker book. And he was saying about how one of his ladies spends ages going through books to find them. So this was the only book that I had to hand that wasn't image orientated like that Reader's Digest. Now this is a child's book. It was actually my youngest daughter's. I don't know how old he is, because she hasn't lived here for a long time and she's married with 2 children of her own now. But I realised 2 things. One, by using a children's book, you won't find any bad words. 2, the print is that much larger that it makes it very easy to cut out. So I've just, look, again, highlighted a few pages here. So on this one here, I'm going to pull this page out to make it easier. On this page here, it says, oh goodness me, see now I can't find, oh yeah, there at the top. Now for those of you that live in the UK, you will really appreciate this, I think. Now obviously the words or the sentences that you choose to cut out will depend on the type of books that you make or the type of art that you're currently doing. But look, how about that? Then, of course, the rain began. Now, anyone that lives in the UK knows that whenever you plan something for the outside, in the summer when the weather will be good, 9 times out of 10 it's going to rain. So I thought that was awesome. And the fact that I've almost deliberately not cut it straight makes it look more authentic. So there you go. Another use for our book pages. I am turning myself into a bit of a book page queen, aren't I? Or book page 101. See, I've got another one that I've highlighted here. Let's see what I found on this one. Yeah, you see, I can't remember which one I was looking for on that one. It'll come to me in a minute. But there's another here. I think it's this one. Yeah, see, now this one here, look. Bubbles at bath time. Now, I just thought that was awesome. You can fussy tear around that, ink it up, be beautiful. And I know... see, look, a wonderful time. So I think the lesson here is children's books, big text, and sit yourself down. Yeah, look, my daughter's even written her name in it. Sit yourself down, flick through, and cut out all the little bits that are appropriate to the little journal that you're working on or the artwork that you're doing. And in no time at all, you'll have yourself a whole collection. And whilst I'm not suggesting at all that you shouldn't support Tim Holtz, he's a great artist and has brought us some wonderful things, and I will still always buy stuff of his. It's nice when you're trying to save pennies and you've got all of this stuff to hand, or you know, this entire book for 20 pence, and yet, well, that was, I don't know, years ago, so it's probably 50p now or whatever, but you've got all that to hand for free. So please leave me a comment and let me know if I'm super late to the party and I've had a duh moment, or if it's something you've never thought of and you're glad I shared it. In the meantime, have a great Sunday. Thank you for inviting me into your home and spending some time with me. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.